So what is going on, everybody? It's your boy Austin, back again with another What to Build series episode here. This one we got a request for a Grip 350Z by Nay2002 on GT Planet, and he requested the original V6 and to keep it rear wheel drive. So I went in here, obviously he wanted the original V6, so you do not do any engine swaps. And he wanted it rear wheel drive, so you keep the rear wheel drive. And I did not do any turbo conversions because it's a grip car. So I went into aero and performance. I put the Forza Horizon 3 racing front bumper, the Forza Horizon 3 race rear wing, the Nismo sport rear bumper, and the Nismo street side skirts. Then we went in tires and rims, did sport tire compound with 255mm front tires, 285mm rear tires. Then I'm running the sport rim style ADV1 ADV06 track spec CS. You leave 18-inch front rims and 18-inch rear rims, which is how they come. Drivetrain, you got the race clutch, race transmission, the race diff, platform and handling, race brakes, race springs and dampers, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars, sport chassis reinforcement roll cage, and the race weight reduction. For engine, we have stock intake manifold throttle body, stock fuel system, stock ignition, stock exhaust, stock cams and valves, stock engine block, stock pistons compression, stock oil cooling, and a racing flywheel. The reason for being pretty much everything stock is the fact that I did try and tune this car like higher horsepower, but it wasn't real grippy. It would just want to drift out even with the race tire. Yeah, I went in here to the tune. Now 30 psi works pretty good for the most part with most grip cars. You really don't have to play with the tire pressures a whole lot with track tuning, in my opinion. The gearing, I got a 3.80 final drive, 2.89 first, 1.99 second, 1.49 third, 1.16 fourth, 0.94 fifth, 0.78 sixth. So the only thing I believe I changed was final drive. Alignment, you got negative 1.0 camber in the front, 0.0 degrees of camber in the rear, 0.8 degrees of toe out in the front, negative 1.0 degrees of rear toe in, and then a front caster angle of 5.5 degrees. Anti-roll bars, you got the front 31.26, rear 20.16. Springs, you got front 827.0, rear 905.4, ride height in the front 3.3 inches, rear 3.2 inches, damping rebound stiffness front 13.5, rebound stiffness rear 13.3, bump stiffness in the front 6.0, and bump stiffness in the rear 5.9. Aero for the front got all the way to cornering for 100, and then you got the rear downforce all the way up to 200. Braking balance got 55% toward the front, 95% pressure. Acceleration on the differential is 90% and 80% for deceleration. Now, since this is only an A-class car and whatever, it does have a bit slower of acceleration, but it does get the job done. Let me fast travel to a race. Might even actually be able to just do the one right over here, so you guys can see this car in action real quick. Maybe I'll just set up a blueprint right here real quick then. Not a blueprint. I think, yeah, it is a blueprint. Never mind, I was thinking of the other thing. But yeah, here we got Rolling Meadows Circuit. We'll just set up one here. Exhibition, that's what it's called. but then you can make a blueprint. Let's see, we'll just do 2 laps. So let's edit mine. Anything goes. Now we're just going to change it to 2 laps instead. Then we're going to choose the Nissan Fairlady Z, because 3 laps will make this a little bit longer than it really needs to be. I think 2 laps is good enough for a demonstration, and then you guys can also get this tune from my storefront if you want it. I will save it as A class, like I'll just put it as A800 on my storefront. The only thing that you won't be able to do is if you do that, you won't be able to change the tune or anything, or else it'll take the setup off of the car. So yeah, it does have like only 270 or so horsepower, but this car is super grippy, which is what he wanted. He just wanted something for grip, really. So that's what he got, was a pure grip tune. Now if I wanted to, I could probably, like, I try and tune the cars for top of the class, so I mean if I did want to do something crazy, I could probably put a turbo swap on this car and end up running an S1, but it would have to be mid S1, because if you overpower it, this car will actually break traction and start drifting on racing tires, which is the problem I had when I first built this car, which is why I resulted to it being an A-class car instead. So for A-class, it's pretty good. You're not going to have amazing top speed and acceleration, but you are going to get that cornering ability. This track is weird though, like even some of the best tuned circuit cars will even go off on that last corner. I've even done this with like extreme track toys, and they come, I don't know, for some reason that corner is just weird. But the rest of the track here, this car loves it. You can pretty much hold it wide open around most of this. I mean, it could probably be better. I'd say I'm better at drag tuning and drift tuning cars than I am track building, because not many people really take the time to do circuit racing in this game. So the only time you're really going to do it is in the story mode. Well, the single player. It's not even really a story, but that's really the only time you're gonna use this car, in my opinion, unless you do like online adventures. That's the only other time I see people actually doing circuit races. But yeah, this is the A-class grip setup. That time we got that corner good. But yeah, there you go. Got like a lap time of like 109, which isn't terrible for A-class. Could be a little bit better, maybe, but if you do turbo the car, you're not going to be in the A class anymore. You're going to end up in S1, which in S1 you're going to have to go up against some other top of the line cars, which this car will struggle against. But yeah, that is the grip tuned 350Z. Hope this is what you wanted there in the A2002. With that said, I will see you guys in the next video.